Skipping. Urgent message.
Rising sign, what's the kind? I guess you're not up and at 'em yet. This is me. And they call me with the message. Alright? Thanks. Bye.
Skipping. Urgent message.
Trying to get a line to call you. It's been, so problematic for some reason tonight. I can't get a dial tone to call you. So this is my fourth location, and the phone went through. I could have talked earlier because it was right there. So if you haven't gone this week, call me back. Thanks. Bye. Just wanted to say goodnight anyway. Alright,
Urgent message.
Hi. I hate that your phone keeps rejecting me. You must have a really bad connection. Anyway, I don't know. It's 11:42. It's not even late. So if you're not asleep, call me back. Right, bye.
Skipping. Urgent message.
This is P. Please give me a call when you get this message. It's just not even about being negative right now. It's about sorting out some very serious feelings that I had for you, and not being able to reach out and touch you and talk to you when I think it's necessary, when I deem it, emotionally necessary to talk. Not being able to do those things, I was not ready to subject myself to that type of, and I was not able to endure it. And I think the way you're responding is just making it even worse for me. So I need to talk to you with regards to that, and just, maybe the talk you suppose that we should be having, that needs to take place then, obviously. I don't know. Your reaction to everything is really disappointing. And I need to talk to you. So call me and don't be acting like that towards me. That's probably the situation, how you normally deal with it, but that's just not going to work. So formulate your thoughts, processing and all that, whatever you need to do, and call me because I want to talk to you. I'm so falling in love, and it's not a good thing because I know that this is ultimately not going to end. It's not going to happen. So I need to talk that through with you. I need to express that to you, okay? And if I haven't said enough already, that's just where I am, so that you know. Bye.
When I started listening to your show, I realized I don't need to be part of no gang against females. All I need to do is know what it is to be a man, and
Yes.
Hey man, I just want you to know that your show done changed my life, man. Man, I am serious. I was that nice guy, but then I went out on the block, man, and I was like, I just upped my game and was like being more alpha and being more of a stand-up guy and just taking care of myself.
Yeah, now I know.
Man,
I listened to your show and I was like, what does it mean, Mm-hmm. Until I bought your products, understand, listen to all the diss you gave me, and yeah, that's what it is. Some people talk about, it's like there's 60 on the list.
Man, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. I just when you called me, I was listening to it now, and you get this natural high from it. He kind of sparks you up. It kind of gets you going, and it gets you to to feel good about yourself. Like it's about to be 160.
You take your characteristics that you know about yourself, and you work on those, and you improve those, and you develop a belief system in yourself that nobody can tear down. And that's basically I can apply it to every aspect of my life, not just with women. You can do it with your employment. You can do it with sports. Basically anything you want to. And it gives you a strong belief in yourself.
Dean, if I had your information a few years back, man, I would not have gotten a divorce. I promise you that. And I even say this much: with what I know now, with the mind state I got now, and I've got texts from my ex talking about this is strange, and I didn't put these words in her mouth. She said, Ken, I really respect you.
Robert Frank, and you're listening to the ManMindset.com Dating Help for Men with your host, Steve the Dean Williams.
I'm Tyrone, and you're listening to the ManMindset.com Dating Help for Men with your host, Steve Dean Williams. So get on board, long dick style.
This is Debo. Steve the Dean Williams. Give me your chain, punk. Yeah, sleep with your lights on. I still got the bicycle. Much love, Steve. Do what you do. God bless.
Yo, cupcakes. This is C.T. Fletcher, and you're listening to the Man Mindset Dating Show for Men with your host, Steve the Dean Williams.
Yo, listen up, young player. Steve's got the remedy. For all your dating questions, the game will set you free. Hey, you wanna know about the game, you wanna be in the know. Yeah, yeah, teaching you life as a man, help you to stick to the code. Yeah, yeah, and we just keeping it real. Pulling these women is really a skill. Know how to talk and know how to move. Leveling up and we help you improve. You got the number, you look like a player, you seeing the success. Hey, closing the deal, that's really major, but what do you do next? Hey, we here to help, no need to worry, little homie, so don't stress. Helping with life, more than tips and giving advice. I know you gon' like. It's time for your elevation. When it come to love and dating, we got the keys, let's get you rolling. It ain't no need for waiting.
When I put it in your mouth, you drink it. Just too cold. So nasty, baby, the way you give up that body. I know you have a man at home, but that man ain't me.
All right, what's going on? Class in session, guys. We have a good show for you guys today. We are talking about changing this one thing to change up how women react to you guys out there. But before we go to the show, as we always do, guys, we want to say thank you to each and every one of you guys out there who have liked, subscribed, who've hit the notifications and things like that. Gentlemen, if y'all have a question, go ahead and put a Q in there. If you're texting someone, go ahead and put a T. Lines are open if y'all want to call in, gentlemen. And we will be going to the board today, gentlemen. So let's get into it. For many of you guys out there are having a lot of issues when it is coming to women. And we're going to talk about some of those issues and try to help you guys out. Not going to be on too long, but long enough to go ahead and break all this down for you guys out here. So let's get into that. Because a lot of you guys out here, some of your biggest struggles, gentlemen, is that a lot of you guys feel like you're not being heard when it comes to women. You feel like when you go to bars, you go to clubs, and you go to certain kind of events, things just don't work out right for you. And we're going to talk a little bit about that, why that's happening to a lot of you guys, and basically what can you do to prevent all that stuff from happening. A lot of guys, again, spend a lot of energy and a lot of time trying to meet, trying to talk to women, and trying to gain a edge when it comes to relationships with women, and they don't know what it is they're doing wrong, and that's what we're going to talk about today, and that's what we are going to discuss, because many guys face these problems. You see a woman, whether it's a bar, whether it's a club, whether it's outside, whether it's online, but a lot of young men have and are struggling to get their point across, to walk up to women, to talk to women and things like that. And they're always asking themselves, what am I doing wrong? Because a lot of people feel like, what is it about me where I can't just go over there and actually talk and have a conversation with the woman? So guys, that's what we're going to be discussing today. And again, If you guys got a question, please put a Q. Lines are open if you want to call in. And we want to make sure that you guys, we can do everything we can to help you guys out. Because a lot of you guys been starting all your conversations with women. And it seems like it's a disadvantage, so to speak. And that's what we're going to be talking about in this show today and teaching you guys today. Sometimes you don't even feel good about what it is you're doing. And sometimes it just pisses you off, depresses you, it makes you angry, it makes you upset. And it's a thing that has to be taught. That's why the game is so important. Because everything we talk about and everything we teach is something to help you guys out. So we're going to do that right now. Hold on a second. I'm just looking at the, hold on. Okay, I had to do something. All right. So let's get into it, guys, for all you guys out there, because I think a lot of you guys, I guess basically your interactions and things like that. Most men unknowingly begin all their interactions with a bad disadvantage, and they don't understand what's going on. Why is it that I'm having so much trouble? And why is it that when I try to speak to her, I try to approach her, I try to exchange information with her, it just doesn't work and it just doesn't stick? And that's what we will be talking about and discussing now, because it's a breakdown, because there is something that many of you guys are not thinking about when it comes to the game and it comes to women. It is, and it's a simple thing. But what I want to do real quick is I want to go into what's happening with a lot of you guys out here. So guys, I ask you guys, go ahead and get your crayons out and take notes. If you have a question, just go ahead and put a Q, and we'll be happy to answer any of your questions as well. So if we take a moment and we look at what's going on with a lot of you guys, it's more or less the interactions that you're having, but it's not the interaction. So if we if we take a moment and let me go here. There we go. I'm just trying to get everything lined up. So if we take a moment and we look at our interactions with women, okay? So this is going to be us interacting with the woman. Now, before one interacts with a woman, there is something that happens here. Let's start right here. So this is for the guy. So what happens is, for a lot of people, a lot of guys will see the woman and they will want to go ahead and talk and interact with her. But the problem is they having a problem moving from this point straight in. There's always a reason. So most guys would love to do this. That means I see the woman, I want to talk to her, I want to show her that I'm the guy and all this other stuff. But gentlemen, this little gap in this little area that we're showing you right now is one of the greatest and biggest problems. And I want y'all to understand, it's not a major problem, but it is a problem that is going to slow many of you down, because most of you guys don't understand what this represents, because it is, I guess this is what we could call the friend zone. We can call a place that, hold on a second. Hold on. Okay, I'm sorry. Here we go. So what happens is, for many of you guys, most of you guys don't realize what's going on. And most of you guys don't realize that many of you guys are sending a signal that a woman is going to pick up on. And we're going to show you about a shift that many of you guys can do that's going to help you out, that's going to give you a better shot. But this is the basis of what's happening. Most of you guys, when you see a woman, you would love to just go over there and talk to the woman. But one thing we have to do is, for many of these guys out here, let's call these things anchors. And what these anchors are going to do, okay, these anchors are things that are actually going to hold you back from talking to the women. For a lot of guys out there, one of the biggest anchors that many have that slow them down when it comes to women is one thing right here, is that they rely on luck or they try to win the woman over. You cannot in this game just cross your fingers and hope for luck and hope that she likes you. You have to be able as a man to move deliberately and know what it is you want. But some of the concepts that are hurting some of you guys are all internal, and it's about how you see and how you think about yourself. And if you look at how you see and think about yourself, when you have, again, the one thing that's holding you back is either looking at luck. Another one is how you feel about yourself, your self-concept, your self-worth, and your self-esteem can all be anchors that are preventing you from going over there. So what happens is that it is these things that control the interaction that places you in this point right here. Now, what is this point right here? This point, based off of what you feel and what you think about yourself, can sometimes make you hesitate. That's where the fear is at. That's where the anxiety is at. And these are the things that are slowing you down. But we don't necessarily want to go into all the bad that is happening just to kind of give you an understanding of what's going on. Because if we can take a moment to eliminate the things that are slowing us down, we can have a better opportunity at talking about women. But when it comes to the game, when it comes to one thought, one mind, one way, gentlemen, it's not just about a smile. It's not just about what I'm going to say. Because remember, gentlemen, I've always told you two people can say the same thing at the same time, but the interpretation is going to be taking a different way. So if we look at someone with game versus somebody who doesn't have game, and each one of these individuals are saying the same thing to the woman. Remember, guys, all right, let's say this is the woman. Let's say this is one of one, and this is just an average guy. Both individuals, guys, can say the exact same thing to a woman, but how she interprets it has nothing to do about what is being said. Okay, so people think it's all about the statements that we make. And here lies the biggest problem. When we think it's about our statements versus who's making the statements, it will automatically change things, gentlemen. So what we want to do is we want to change this one thing so women can react to you guys totally different. Well, Steve, action equals truth, but don't get it wrong. The problem is, Steve-O, is that even the guy that doesn't have it is also put in an action. He's also the action is the same. Now, again, from the standpoint of the person that doesn't understand itself, not trying to grow itself, not trying to learn itself, his actions are totally different. But what I'm saying to you all about you guys out here, most people, especially from this point of view, they're going to assume that it's about certain things. It's not about your smile. It's not about perfect teeth. It's not about charm. It's or some rehearsed line that this guy is going to make for himself. Because when you go into the game, it's all about the mindset that you have as a man when you go in and actually talk to the woman. I always tell you guys that it's not just necessarily how you smile at a woman, it's how you feel about yourself when you're talking to a woman. It's how you feel. See, the thing about a man, gentlemen, is that he smiles because he knows the one thing that most average guys don't know at all, okay? And in his mind, because he believes in himself, his mentality is totally different. What he thinks to himself, guys, and I want you to get your crayons out and I want you to understand this. it's not about the point of what you're saying, gentlemen. It's not. Let me move this up a little bit. Sorry, gentlemen. Okay. It's not about the point of what you're saying, because both gentlemen can say hello to a woman. Both individuals can have a thing, say something to that woman. But the reason why most guys don't have the impact, that's what we're talking about, having the impact. And the reason why most guys don't have the impact is because of how you think about yourself before you even say something to a woman. So if we take a moment and look at the average guy, okay, call him average guy. If we take a moment and look at the average guy isn't moving into action. Remember, guys, we always say, as a man, you should always move into action. But unfortunately, most guys go into what we call reaction. And what happens, the reason why most people go into reaction, it's because of the things, as I showed you before, of how the individual feels about himself. The individual is not looking at what it is I have to do. He's more or less looking at the situation. He's putting a lot of pressure on himself. He's worrying about outcomes. He's setting expectations. So there are a lot of problems and there are a lot of issues that he's going through because he doesn't know how to just feel about a situation. See, the problem is with the average guy, he's thinking about the situation versus being a person in the situation. And that's what changes up the game totally, gentlemen, for you guys out here. And that's why when you begin to learn the game, the reason why the game changes so much is because of how you should be thinking for yourself. So we look at one and he's interacting with a woman. The thing is that he cancels out what he's looking at versus what he needs to do. But it's not just the need to what he needs to do. It's the why behind what he needs to do. Okay. Because see, the thing is that the way you look at a woman and the way you smile, because if you notice, gentlemen, most of you guys don't smile. Or maybe because you feel that my smile is terrible or what have you. But when you're that guy, there's going to be something about you on how you feel where the way that you smile is going to change up everything, okay? See, the thing is that there's got to be a process of thinking. So, gentlemen, just like I said, the average guy has things that are rooted in him, which is going to shock you. So is a man. He's got certain things that are also rooted in him. But the difference between the things that he has rooted in him are the things that actually drive his behavior. He knows that no matter what happens, he's already won. And the victory isn't him talking to the woman. The victory comes into the belief of himself. See, all these little triggers right here are going to trigger you actually believing in yourself. So as a man, we just don't seek approval. Do you see what I'm saying? As a man, these things are not holding you back. They're moving you forward. Because you're not seeking approval and because you're not trying to perform for this woman and you stay grounded in who you are, you change everything up. Because at the end of the day, while you are moving and you're talking to the woman, you're not necessarily, most people think that communication starts with what you say to the woman. The communication actually starts here in how you communicate to yourself what you feel like saying, that then comes up with what you're saying. You're not actually looking at the woman. You're not looking at her body. You're not looking at, am I going to fail or am I going to pass? You're looking at, I already won. And what is the victory, gentlemen? And I want y'all to get your crayons out. If you got questions, go ahead and ask, because we're breaking this down. So the victory is in this right here. Gentlemen, I've always told you, when you talk to a woman, you want to make sure you put everything out in front of you. But what you're putting out is that this is why I'm the prize. You know, it's the mindset and it's the mentality. It is the mindset of saying that I'm not seeking approval. Like I said before, it's the mindset of saying I'm not performing because I'm locked in with who I am. And I'm the prize. See, most guys don't believe that they are the prize or that they're worthy enough to even think of that. See, thing is that when you are talking to a woman, gentlemen, the difference between the regular guy that's not locked in on who he is versus the man that is one thought, one mind, one way, what he's doing is when a man talks to a woman, he's talking to her. But the one thing that you have to understand is through the conversations that they're having, it is the man that is not trying to convince her of anything. See, a lot of young men that don't have game try to convince the woman to go home with him, to come back to my place, okay? But as a man, we don't try to convince a woman anything. We're actually giving a chance and to actually experience who we are as men. This guy has a question. You ask, what does the word ism mean? So ism is about the way you actually talk to a woman, young man. Okay, so ism comes to your mouthpiece. So when it comes to ism, it's about the way you talk to the woman, but you're also showing that woman what you are, okay? It's the ism in the way you can use your words to seduce her. It is the ism that you can use to go ahead and trigger things in the woman based off of how you feel about yourself. But see, most of you guys, and young man, I appreciate you asking that, but you're not at ism to you right now is more or less geometry. Okay. So let's kind of not, but it's a good question, but let's kind of not get into the ism of it because that's going to kind of like go over your head, big guy. You're not that guy. But getting back to what I'm saying, guys, you got a question, please put a Q. We got you covered. But as I'm saying before, when you start to understand, know, and believe in yourself and learn who you are, gentlemen, what's going to happen is that you are never trying to convince her of anything except if she wants to be with you, if she wants your time, that you're going to give her an experience, okay? And the mindset is simply this. I'm going to offer who I am, okay? And if she doesn't get it, that's fine. Someone else will. I'm not here to convince her to be with me. I'm just giving her opportunity to make that move until somebody else gets the opportunity. I'm not cold. I'm composed. You're not actually arrogant. You're aware. You see what I'm saying? It is that awareness that she is going to start to recognize in you by how you carry yourself through who you're moving, how you're moving. So when I say for you guys, don't change the way you smile, change the way you think, and how you smile is going to change everything around you. Gentlemen, when you start to go to places, all my guys out here, thank you, 24 likes. When you start to go to places, most people out here, unfortunately, okay, out here, and it's really a bad thing. Most people feel like that I've got to hide myself in the so-called room. You know what I mean? I've got to hide myself away from everybody. And that's not what we want y'all to see in the game, okay? The thing we want you guys to see and know in the game is that when you walk into a room, okay, because when we're talking about this area right here, when you walk, all you guys out here, when you walk into a room, instead of saying to yourself, I've got to hide in the darkness, I've got to hide in the corner, I've got to go to the bar and get some liquid courage, or I've got to go pee because I'm nervous. Women have got to feel like when you walk into a room that you belong there, okay? And you talk to all the women that you see from a place of calmness and certainty, where the average guy who doesn't understand himself is going to talk from neediness. Remember, even the regular guy, I was telling y'all guys, it's the same thing. You know what I mean? And it's very important as we learn and as we grow all this stuff, that as we do it right, and move correctly, we can change things. But the change has got to come, gentlemen, by how you interpret everything. It is always going to come down to your interpretation of the game. You see what I'm saying? And if you don't believe that you belong into the room, then the women are going to recognize that they're going to say to themselves, you don't belong here. Why are you here? What are you here for? And unfortunately, they're going to start questioning why you're here, because you're technically questioning yourself, wondering why you're here. And that's why we want to make sure that all you guys out here, when you are here and how you're here. But let me see something. Give me a second. Okay. There we go. So we'll go ahead and add a minute. There we go. So we got y'all guys. Don't worry about the guys spamming. They got to take a moment to come in if they say something. But as I said before, guys, if you got a question, please put a Q. And we're breaking down this game for a few hours. Not going to be on too long. But what I'm saying to you guys out here, when you know that you are valuable, okay, what happens that you guys understand, women look for natural things, not a fake nervous smile, but a smile that happens naturally, okay? So many guys out here are always either trying to force your smile or you're trying to fake a smile. And what you guys will understand, when you start to talk to women, they begin to feel what's going on. They begin to feel what you're doing and why you're doing it. So this is why we're kind of helping you guys out with all this other stuff. And getting back to, like I said before, if we look at your interactions, the guy to the woman in that gap right here, okay, for all you guys out here. So if we look at these things right here, there's always going to be a hidden power behind what you think about yourself. The reason many of you guys have the problem from going from this point to that point, really in A to B, the problem is that your smile isn't for you. Your smile is more or less a validation. You smile to what? Your smile, sometimes you will smile to be liked. We'll just circle, put little things in there. Smile to be liked. Sometimes you use your smile, unfortunately, as a social tool. And what you're trying to do in your mind that you don't realize it, you're trying to disarm the woman, okay? Or you're trying to move to try to be accepted. You see what I'm saying? And behind all these things of trying to be accepted, behind all these things of trying to please, behind all these things of looking for validation, what happens is, for many of you guys out here, unfortunately, you guys have what is called a rehearsed part of you that tries to be polite versus being polite. And what happens is, behind every silent fear that you have or every smile that you have, there is somebody that's telling a woman something totally different. She's recognizing that you know that you're not enough. she's recognizing that you're thinking in a deep part of your mind, okay, that you hope that she chooses me. And because your words, your smile, and your interactions, gentlemen, lack the weight, it becomes fragile. So what happens is you begin to seek the validation of the woman. So technically, then you step into her world. So you then go into her world because in your mind you feel like, well, the only way that I can do better or be better or get better with women is by going in her world. And that's not what a man does. And that's why I keep trying to tell you it's a lot of issues and a lot of problems that a lot of you guys have. And again, guys, if you have a question, please put a Q. Lines are open. But as I said before, let me get this question right here. Ruben said, at what point do you lay down? Okay, Ruben. Let me show you something, Ruben. I'm going to put you, Ruben, here. And I'll put a woman here. Ruben. These X's, Ruben, represent boundaries. Okay, Ruben? Okay? And Ruben's asking, at what point do you lay boundaries down to a woman? But if you look at Ruben's boundaries to Ruben's self, he has none at all. So Ruben, you don't lay any boundaries down, dog. You have to follow the woman's boundaries because the woman at least has some kind of sense of self where then you are going to start following what she's saying. You can't set any boundaries, Ruben, when you don't have any game. And if you try to set a boundary, Ruben, it's going to come off, it won't be authentic. I hope y'all understand that. Ruben, you cannot set a boundary. A man doesn't set boundaries with women. He is the boundary. A man, thank you, 31 likes. A man, see, Ruben, in your world, because you think either life is porn or you have problems with women, that you think you can just walk up to a woman and riddle off a bunch of things that you expect her to do. No, it is actually the weight of the man that you are, Ruben, when you first talk to her. Let me show you something, Ruben, because it's a good question, but let me show you something, Ruben. See, when a man, okay, so watch this. All right, I'm gonna add something right here, Ruben. I'm gonna say a man, not you, Ruben. I'm gonna say a man. A man doesn't set any boundaries. He is the boundary. Because when a man goes up to a woman, Ruben, see, Ruben, remember, Ruben, when you go up to a woman, you're the guy that's trying to rehearse a pickup line. You're the guy that's trying to disarm her. You're the guy seeking validation. So you don't have any boundaries because it's here. You don't have any boundaries. But when you're the guy, Ruben, and you learn the game, Ruben, when you roll up on that woman, you're not asking for permission. Okay? And the way she is going to recognize you, to realize that you have boundaries versus try to enforce boundaries, is that you're showing her, Ruben, that I don't have to prove a thing. Okay? It's not, I'm not always going to be warm, but I am going to be real. And when I talk to you and we have conversation, that the way I talk, again, I'm not talking to be liked, okay? But the reason why I'm talking is because I know the outcome is already in my favor. And even if I don't get the information from the woman, I'm fine with it. But the woman is going to know the moment I walk up on her, Ruben, I don't need to create the boundaries. I am the boundary. See, Ruben, the problem is, unlike you, Ruben, with all due respect, Ruben, behind if we look behind, okay, Ruben, you are an empty cupboard, but you're expecting to give boundaries to a woman. I am who I am. I am the boundary. And my boundary is based off of what I decided is on. And it is going to be about my time. It's going to be about my attention. It's going to be about respect above all things. But Ruben, because you don't have any boundaries, all your boundaries, Ruben, will be based upon sex, based upon trying to get some pussy. Okay, Ruben, I hope that was something that you can understand as we're breaking this down. But it's a good question, guys. If you have a question, go ahead and put a Q. We got you covered. But Ruben, it's no knock on you, buddy, but the problem is you cannot put anything on a woman that you have not placed on yourself. And that's where so many of you guys go wrong, because you're trying to place something on women that you're not. Okay? The way I move is always going to carry weight, and it's always going to carry gravity. It's going to be a pull, like I said before. So if we look at, okay, so now we look at the regular guy, okay, then we're going to look at the regular guy, and we're going to look at the one of one, okay, and the interaction with the woman again, and on another way. And guys, you got a question, go ahead, put a Q, lines are open, we got you covered. But what I'm saying to you right here, see, most of you guys think that you are always going to comply to what you think the woman wants you to be. Well, let me go on and grab this call real quick. Area code 601. What's your name, man? What's your question, buddy? What's up?
Trey, I was giving you a call because I was watching your how to get her to be obedient video, and I have a question about the candle in the window. Do you leave a candle in the window after you've already had sex with her, or can you leave a candle in the window beforehand? Like, say for instance, you ask her to do something and she doesn't do it.
What are you asking her to do? Wait, let's stop. What is it that you're asking her to do, sir?
The photo. Send a photo.
So if she doesn't send you a photo, okay, gentlemen, come on, man. It's a simple formula. What is the formula? What is the formula?
The formula is set up the date, right?
No, the formula is action equals truth.
Exactly, yeah.
But again, if you tell her to do something and she's not doing what you're saying, then why are you even talking to her? What's the point? What's the point?
Exactly.
No, it's not exactly. So there's no candle. There's no discussion. There's no candle. There's no discussion.
Okay. Well.
Okay. No. Okay. I know you, but you're not. You're not letting it sink in, and it's like you're a wall, and you're not paying attention. You're not paying attention. Get out of your way and please pay attention. If a woman is talking to you, okay, if a woman is talking to you without an action, okay, if a woman is talking without an action, then you force the action. And then from the action or reaction, it's going to tell you the truth.
Okay.
So what is it that you don't understand?
Well, when I spoke to you yesterday, you said if you make a request and she doesn't do it, of course, action equals truth. You said, and you would just let her go. You would say, "Hey, look, pretty much."
I'll let her go. What's the problem?
Right, exactly. So I was trying to figure out if you leave a candle in the window.
Okay. All right. Listen to me.
Okay.
If you do that, you're going to be a gullible sucker.
Okay.
Why would you leave a candle for a woman that's not or doesn't want to be with you? She doesn't like you, and she doesn't want to be date you, why would you leave her a candle in the window?
Well, I was trying to get that understanding.
No. What do you mean? No. This is not hard. If she's not interested in you, why would you leave her away to get back to you when she's not interested in you? Why?
I get it now.
No, but I'm asking you why you. This is kindergarten. If someone doesn't like you, why would you give her a chance to come back to you? For what?
You wouldn't.
So what's your question, man? What's up?
Well, that was my question, Uncle. You answered.
But why are you asking me now again this 2 days in a row, dog? Why are you doing that?
Well, I asked you because, so, you know.
No, I don't know.
I
don't know. You met someone
else.
else.
I'm about to tell you.
Okay.
I'm about to tell you. So I met someone else, and she denied the photo too. And when I let her go, but I left a candle in the window.
Why?
So I just want to know if I fucked up or not.
Wait, how did you tell me how you left the candle in the window? You're not even in the game enough to know about candle. What did you say as far as the candle in the window? What did you say?
Well,
what? No, not well. What did you say? Just say it. What did you say?
I said that I pretty much told her that I'm not trying to waste her time or mine, and it's fine that she didn't send it. But I told her if she wanted, to deal with somebody who was spontaneous, seductive.
Wait. You're lying. You're lying. You're completely, utterly lying right now. You're being a fake, a fraud, and a phony. Because if you're all the things that you say that you actually are to her, she would have felt that through the conversation with you. So she recognized that you're not that guy. And then which even makes it shows you're actually a creepy, weirdo, thirsty, desperate fool is you're trying to, what are you trying to do? Barter your fucking feelings? What are you doing? What are you doing?
No, not at all.
No. What did you say? I want y'all to listen. Listen. Say it again. What kind of person you want to tell her you are?
Spontaneous, sensual, and
and what?
I can't really remember.
And what,
to be honest with you.
How did you send this to her? Did you call her or did you text her, man? Come on.
I texted her.
So then read the text, man.
I deleted the text, huh?
Dude, I don't think you don't. I'm about to tell you don't ever fucking come here again, dog. You're a fucking loser.
Why you feel that way, huh?
Look, dumb fuck. How am I going to help your bitch ass if you don't even have the fucking text message to help your bitch ass?
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't expect to call you and ask you about it.
Bye, man. Bye. Get the fuck off the phone. I'm sorry. I can't. Let me tell you what he did. He pretended that he had game. She didn't want him. So you know what he did? What he did was he said to her, send me a photo. She said no, because he didn't have any weight. Dylan, let me show you something, sir, because it goes in to what you're asking in your question. Let me get to your question, Dylan. Let me explain something to you, Dylan. Depth, range, okay? So in order to kind of give you an idea of depth and range, that I'll use Denzel Washington, okay? I'll use Denzel as a idea of depth and range. So Denzel, okay, the depth of Denzel will make whatever he does as an actor make you believe he's actually the thing that he's portraying. Okay, so if we look at Denzel's range, sir, okay, and if we look at range, oh wait, let me move this up a little bit. Sorry, guys. All right, so we look at Denzel's range. Okay, now the range can be based off of two things: roles that he's a good guy, and roles and he's a bad guy. Okay. So if we look at, thank you 40 likes. So if we look at Denzel and we look at his range, okay? Now remember, his depth is us as the viewers believing that he's actually whatever it is he's portraying. So if we look at the good guy side of Denzel, he could be a police officer. He could be a father, a police officer. He could be a regular guy. He could be a nerd. Whatever he plays as far as his good side, because he has depth, when you watch him on TV, you're going to say, wow, man, is he really a father? I mean, wow, he seems like sounds like a father. I mean, wow. You know, you actually believe the role in which he's playing. But on the other side of the range can be the bad side. He could be a thief, a bank robber. He could be a gangster. He could be a dirty cop. But when you see him in his role, you too will believe, oh, shit, Denzel, man. Denzel's really gangster. You see what I'm saying? Okay. And so to understand that, and that's what depth and range is more about. Because when you are in the game, D, it's the same thing. Now, the only difference from Denzel versus those that have game, the depth and range can be the difference between seduction and being dirty. It's the same thing. So when a man is interacting with a woman because he has depth and range, that the woman is going to feel, let me put a W here, the woman, no matter what that person is, that woman is going to feel a connection. Let me bring that down a little bit. There you go. So the woman is going to feel the connection, if that makes any sense. So as a man, you can be certain things on the dirty side, you know, the freaky, the dirty, the nasty, the naughty, the freaky from that side. And she will feel the weight and the impact of that. Or you can go on the other side of seduction, you know, smooth, sexual, sensual, romantic. And she will feel it because the weight that the person has, young man, Dylan, if that makes sense, young man, the weight that the person has is why that's happening. And that's what it relates to the game. And when you, so if we look at an average guy, okay, an average guy who doesn't have depth and range is going to be a woman is not going to feel him because there's nothing there. Okay, here's the problem. There's nothing seductive about him and there's nothing dirty about him. But there is one thing about him that when you don't have nothing, you have a combination of something. Dylan, yeah, so Dylan, so then you will be creepy or weird. When you don't have any range or depth, that means that's somebody that's saying that, you know what, I'm either a one-trick pony, Dylan. That means that I move differently. I think in terms of just watch this. So watch this, Dylan. So an individual with no depth of range, okay? You're always going to be agreeable with the woman. You see what I'm saying? You're never going to push back on anything. And you're going to try to do everything right because you think if I follow her and follow what she's doing, that's going to make me more desirable. So I'll wait for her to tell me how to move. You see what I'm saying, Dylan? Because when you don't have depth and range, you're trying to beg, barter, or buy your way, manipulate your way, trick your way in, dirty Mac your way into the woman, right, Dylan? All right, it's good. I see what you're saying, Dylan, but check this out. So, but when you have game, she's going to recognize that I don't need you to like me. You see what I'm saying? My thought process and how I feel about myself, it isn't based on conditions. It's not based on conditions. No. It's more layers to that, Dylan, but I see what you're saying. I am saying that everything I am, I'm saying, look, I'm not for everybody. But it's not in the way you're thinking. When a man says, I'm not for everybody, he's not saying I'm not for every woman. I'm not for every woman who doesn't prove that they're worth my goddamn time and my attention, Dylan. You see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying, Dylan? When a man, okay, listen to what I'm saying. So when a man does have the depth and everything, okay, again, I'm going to say it again. I'm not for everybody. And it's not, as a man, I am for everybody, gentlemen. But everybody cannot have me because everybody who is interested in me still has to prove themselves to me. You see what I'm saying, Dylan? Versus the average guy that will accept anybody that opens his legs. So in this term, Dylan, anybody that opens his legs shows the woman that he has no depth and range, okay? Because the person who doesn't have the depth and the range, young man, is the one, all of his conversations are going to be at high stakes. You know, he's deeply, deeply attached to this weird thing, right? Let me show you. Not even past this, Dylan. I mean, this kind of ties in everything. But what happens to a regular guy, okay? A regular guy when he meets the woman. Well, no, it's not the gift to me. And no, Dylan, it's not no, Dylan. It's not necessarily that, sir. No. What I'm saying is that most guys out here, okay, the greatest problem that they have is when they're looking at the woman, they're looking at her ass, they're looking at her titties, that's the outcome. So that's the formula. That's the outcome. This is what I'm saying. They're looking at what she has to create an outcome of, I want to smash. But Dylan, a man, on the other hand, he looks at the woman, right? Okay? And watch this, Dylan. He may look at her ass and he may look at her titties. But she still has to prove herself to him or me. You see what I'm saying? See, remember, the average guy, Dylan, again, there's nothing wrong. We all look at the same thing, right? But the problem is, when we're looking at the same thing, Dylan, it is the interpretation of what it is we're looking at, but it's not the interpretation of the person, Dylan, It is the interpretation of what we see ourselves as. So when you don't have, it kind of goes with Dylan, depth and range as well. When you don't have the depth and you don't have the range, Dylan, what happened is, again, so they look at outcomes versus look at themselves. Okay? Where does the conquer fit in the formula? It fits right here. Because she has to earn me. She has to prove herself to me. She can't have my time, my attention, or my respect unless she earns it. She has to earn it, Dylan. And what I'm saying is I'm not free because I'm not chasing her. I am open-minded, I'm unattached, and regardless of what she does, it's none of my business because I don't define my worth by who she is and what she does. So I don't, if she leaves or she stays, if she compliments me or not, I don't care. It doesn't move me off the center of me because I'm always about me, where the average guy is about an outcome, which in turn, if you think about that outcome, which in turn happens, is it will always do this. It will always put the woman over the guy, where the power dynamic is always going to be the woman, because what the guy is doing is he's creating an outcome off of what? T and A. So his outcome off of T and A keeps him grounded. So he's looking at the titties and ass of the woman, right? And what he's doing, and the thing is that women are so used to guys like that, they never get around real men who move differently. You see what I'm saying? So the thing is that which y'all don't understand, it's very important to understand this, Dylan, is that at the end of the day, women don't want to be the center of your world. They don't. They want to join a world that is already powerful, meaning that the problem is that, again, if you look at the guys, when it comes to worlds, y'all are going into her world. I'm sorry, that's a G, excuse me. You are going into her world. I'm sorry, I need to move this up, I'm sorry. Okay? But when you have game, she's coming into your world. Women don't want to be the center of your world. These women want to join a world that's already powerful. Okay? Do you see what I'm saying? See, one world is going to say, please choose me. The other one is going to say, who are you? Who are you? Okay, I hope y'all can understand that, guys. Got questions, please ask. We got y'all covered because we're chopping it up, and we want to make sure that we allow everybody to ask questions or call in. But, you know, and again, we helped the guy yesterday. And gentlemen, I can't help you if you don't show me receipts and text messages to help you. And deleting them tells me that either he's making it up or he's too chicken shit scared to show us the messages. But back to you guys that are trying to learn. I'm sorry. Back to you guys that are trying to learn. So this is why we're going to the board today. We'll continue to go to the board, you know, we ever get a chance. But this is why, okay? Because when you are going into her world, gentlemen, right? You're going to accept what comes along with her. And here comes the problem. When you're about her world, you've got to be about her wants. Okay? When you're about her world, you've got to be about her wants. But as a man, I'm never going to be in her world because I don't care what she wants, because what she wants, gentlemen, is never going to be any of my business. Let's see. You got another question right here. GB, excuse me. GB has. Yeah. No, I did. I turned it off. I can. You gotta. Sometimes you gotta control those racist, disruptive people. Sometimes, you open it, but I open it up. I don't mind. Sometimes you gotta calm it down because if it's disruption, I'll turn it on for a little, but I'll turn it off. But we want to bring people in who want to learn, but you want to make sure the racist people and the stuff that try to stop y'all from growing, get away from this kind of information. So GB says, is walking away from a woman a man power source? GB, I'm going to tell you no. I'm going to tell you no, GB, because you don't see what you're seeing right now. GB's asking, is walking away from a woman a power source? No, GB, it's not. Because GB, your problem is that you don't realize your influence of your fucking question. That's why walking away and from a woman, you're already intrigued and locked in on the woman because you're making it about the woman. It's not a power source because you're already influenced by the woman. And in your mind, you think that if I walk away from a woman, I'm going to have power. But GB, let me explain something, sir. You don't have any power, GB. You don't have any power. So the weight of your question is influenced by a woman. That is why it won't work for you. You're influenced by a woman because you don't understand the game. So you think that a power source, wait, GB, a power source for what? Explain to the room. Tell us, what is walking away going to give you a power source of what, GB? Because, gentlemen, anytime you make anything about women, that is going to always be the influence. Okay? No, Adam, do not speak for him. Are you his lover? Don't do that, Adam. Don't speak for him. He's his own fucking man. If you want to speak for yourself, Adam, go ahead, but do not speak for another man in this room. We do not do any homophobic stuff. Do not do that again, okay? Appreciate you, Adam, but you don't know what he's saying. Do you know what he's saying? Are you in bed with him? Are you talking to him right now? See, your problem, Adam, is y'all guys try to read people's minds and stop accepting what they're saying. But Adam, you're asking a question because you want an answer that is interpreted for you. He's saying there needs to be a woman to walk away from first place. No. What are you talking about? And this is where you're going wrong. Who says a woman is going to give me a source of power? Adam. And I'm waiting for the next guy to correct Adam because I guess that's what we're doing today, right? So what I'm saying, okay? What I'm saying to you, and I'm dead serious, and I'm asking a question, Adam. Adam, please explain it to me, Adam. Why are we talking about women in power in the same sentence, Adam? You tell me, Adam. I want you to tell me. Grab this call, 609, what's your name, and what's your question, sir?
Why are we talking about
609 going once, 609 going twice, 609
Hey,
last time.
Steve, it's Adam.
Okay, Adam, I need you to explain something. Why are you speaking for GB?
No, it was more the interpretation of his question.
Wait. I'm asking you, do you read minds? Are you in bed with GB? Yes or no?
No.
So then why are you speaking for GB?
Because he was saying that to have a power source in the first place.
Adam, you didn't listen to the question. If you can't read read GB's mind, and you're not laying in the bed next to him, then why are you talking for him?
It was more the message behind
No.
So
I'm asking you the message of where your fucking problem is. I'm asking you, if you're not laying in bed next to him and you can't read his mind, then why are you answering his question for him?
I was observing the interpretation of what he was asking because he was saying he had to walk away to have any power in the first place.
Your problem is you're thinking about another man and what he's thinking. You don't see that as a problem? You don't find that as a you don't find that as
on the topic, so I was
no. Your topic, no. Adam, if you had a question for yourself, you could have asked it for yourself. But you're sitting around here asking and trying to speak for another man. And when did we told you about stupid shit like that? Don't do that in here. Don't do that. Don't ever speak. Your problem is, and think about this, if you do that with a man, look what all the shit you're doing for a woman. If you're doing all this trying to figure out what a man is saying, trying to read his mind and trying to interpret what he's saying, then what are you doing with a woman, dog? You're doing it worse.
Right, not make it about just me.
Right, which means if you asked a question about you, that would have been fine. But don't talk for another man in this room, dude. That's not what we do here, please.
I got you, Dean.
Respect, man. Come on. All right?
I had to call
listen,
in, but
brother, Adam, it's all good. If you have a question about what I'm saying, ask it for yourself. But don't talk for other men and don't try to read their minds. Okay, my brother?
I got you, Dean.
All right, respect. All right, you can hang up. Thank you. So, GB says, I'm talking about the woman that's not for me. GB, you don't know what a woman is for and not because you don't have any game. You don't even know what you are for yourself. So how can you talk about women that are not for you when you are not for yourself? This is why I'm keeping this up right here. Think about what I'm saying, GB. If you don't have any game and you're influenced by pussy and women and sex, there is no such thing as a woman not for me because, GB, you'll sleep with any woman that opens her legs. That's who you are. So you're doing what the guy, not Adam, but the one that called him before, talking about a woman doesn't do what I want. I'm a caller and I'm going to tell her that I'm a great guy and I am smooth and you're missing out on a guy like me. You can't do that, Adam. Come on. It's all good. No, I mean, not GB, Adam. It's cool, man. But Adam, what's important, the reason I'm saying that, Adam, is because y'all have got to focus on yourselves and stop trying to read minds. That's the problem. Adam, you're just showing what you do, and it's no knock on you, but you can't look at somebody else's life and try to figure out what they're saying. Now, if you have the same problem, Adam, you should speak for yourself, if that makes any sense. Guys, lines are open. Let us continue as we are chopping up the game, gentlemen. Lines are open for you guys out here. So, gentlemen, for all you guys out here, okay, as I say before, you guys out here, is that when you begin to learn the game, you are going to have what we call an F over F, and F doesn't stand for plucking, guys. It is going to be freedom over fear. Okay, gentlemen? Freedom over fear. And when you have that, when you finally are free mentally yourselves, then you create the world, you create the environment in which the woman is going to be a part of, if that makes any sense. Yes, freedom over fear. Because freedom over fear is going to get you guys to stop worshiping women. Thank you, 63 likes. Stop worshiping women, the freedom over the fear. Okay? All right, and this is bad, okay? We want freedom over fear. Okay? And what I'm saying to you guys out here is that whenever you don't have freedom over fear, you are going to treat every woman like a goddess, but at the cost of shrinking yourself into nothing but rubble. Your look, your smile, your conversation, gentlemen, will always be from a point of submission, being submissive, passive, and emotional. Okay? It's like when you're talking to a woman, you want to look at her and say, well, did I do good? Did I approach you the right way? Did I talk to you the right way? Are you going to approve of what I'm saying? Are you mad at me? Did I say something wrong? You see what I'm saying for all you guys out here? Attraction does not ever flow from that. Let me grab this call. Area code 205. What's your name? What's your question, brother? What's up?
Hey, Steve. Stephon, man. What's going on, man?
What's going on, brother? How can I help you, man?
Man, just a quick question.
Sure. What's up?
You talking about freedom over fear?
Yes, sir.
So last night, I keep falling in quicksand, man. When we talk about quicksand on your videos. So I keep falling in quicksand. So
How?
it's like I'm freezing. I'm freezing up.
Wait. How are you? Wait. How are you falling into the quicksand? How?
So listen. I'm sitting at the bar. Well, I'm eating, but I'm at the bar, and I look over. I see very, very attractive to me waitress.
Oh, wait.
And,
wait. Let's see. Wait, Alabama is it's AB? I guess it's AB.
What you talking about? AL?
Yeah, I think it's AL.
Abbreviation?
Well, I'll say AL. Shit, fuck A. I'm gonna say AB. Anyway, okay. Okay, I want you to think about what you just said, but keep going because it's a lesson
Yes,
here.
sir.
You said
Okay.
you said you're at the bar, yes?
Yes, sir.
And then you said you saw an attractive woman, yes?
Yes, sir.
And then what?
So
AB is out, Bird. Thank you, Scary. Go ahead. No, I know.
So,
Go ahead. No, thank you.
So-
Hey,
so
thank you,
she-
Scary. Go ahead. I'm listening. Go ahead.
So she came over, like she walked over, like I was talking. I'm communicating with everybody. I'm talking to the bartender, and I'm talking to the manager, and we just all chopping it up about nothing. Well, why do I get frozen? Like I don't have nothing to say when it's what I want. You follow what I mean? That's why I'm saying. I'm in the
Because you're looking for an outcome of pussy.
Damn.
But
That's
you're-
true.
I
But
know
why
that.
can't I
But
get out of it?
because you don't have the game yet, buddy. That's the problem. The problem is
So
listen.
This takes a long
Okay,
time.
no, but listen to how you're talking, big dog. You're shrinking. What did you do? You said that she was attractive.
Right.
What is so
That's
damn?
right.
Okay. Count to 5 for me. Count to 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Count 5 backwards to 1.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. So, what is the difference between you counting from 5 forwards and backwards versus you say what the fuck you need to say to that fucking woman?
Probably because I don't do it enough, and I've done enough counting. but I ain't done enough.
No. It's because you're putting her on a pedestal, treating her like a goddess at the cost of shrinking yourself.
Yeah. But how do I? How does
It's
that,
not-
does
no,
that
okay.
mentality? Because I didn't in that moment. I'm true enough. In that moment, I did introduce myself, right?
No,
So
no, but you remember your thing
My
had
thinking.
equaled the outcome of sex.
Yeah.
All right, so let me just show you. I'm just showing you the design that's in my head of how you see it. So there you go, guys. So Alabama, where you messed up, is that have I not taught you how to talk to women? 1, 2, 3. Have I not taught? Are you sure?
Yeah.
And 1 is excusing yourself. 2 is introducing yourself and letting her know why you came over there. And 3 is setting up the
That's
date.
the part
No,
I'm
no, no,
getting
no, no.
stuck
Stop.
at.
No, just yes or no. Wait. Just yes or no.
You have.
Okay. See, because you don't trust the information because you don't trust yourself. You're still looking at the woman as special. What the fuck is so okay, Bam. What is so special about a woman that you can't do your steps? Well, tell me what's so special about it. Don't say you don't know. What is so special for you? Or just say, you know what? I wanted that ass so bad. Just say it. I wanted that ass so bad that I got my own way.
Steve, that's true. But in another sense, is what you said earlier. I feel like, well, I'm not gonna say I feel.
Yeah,
when
thank
I'm
you.
examining, like I want to know, Stephon, why are you freezing?
I'm gonna tell
It's
you.
like I
I'ma
felt
tell
like
you.
what I was gonna say wasn't gonna be enough to get her attention, which means I feel like I wasn't enough. You know what I mean? And it's like that's why I was saying I'm falling in the quicksand because it's like, well, wait a minute. How am I gonna get out of this? Why am I not able to?
Because you're
cause those-
doing everything right, which is wrong. Because your reality is screwing you over. So Steve is not going to move from these points right here where I see the woman and she's beautiful, she's sexy, she's gorgeous. Look at her ass, look at her titties. Oh my God, she's just so great and place judgments and all that other stuff.
Right.
Steve is not looking at the woman. Steve is looking at fucking Steve to see what Steve needs to do. And what Steve needs to do is grace her with this diamond dick. But the reason why Steve can grace her with diamond dick, because Steve makes it all about Steve. If we want to look at something, it's very important, gentlemen. Let me show y'all something. Let me take this out real quick. Very important, as y'all watching this. Think of this whole thing as worlds. You're crossing over in her world because you don't have one yourself. I stay one thought, one mind, one way. I don't ever move into her fucking world. Because if I move into her world, I've got to play by her rules. I don't play by her rules because I'll never do that. I'll never step into her world. But the problem is that I see not only value and worth in myself, you don't see that in yourself, Alabama. Does that make any sense?
No, it is because she, and I'm not pedestalizing.
It's okay. You're about to. You're okay. You've already pedestalized
right
her.
now. I'm using it for a moment of reflection to tell, but she came and sat. It was 2 seats in between me and her.
Wait, time out. I don't care if it's 5 seats or 3 seats. I'm never going to shrink, and I'm never going to place her above or below me. I'm just giving her a privilege to access to me. Listen to what I'm saying. Watch this. Watch. Listen to what I'm saying, guys. It's deep right here. I'm saying is when I see her, okay, I'm never going to shrink, right? I'm never going to shrink, okay? But I am not going to place her above me or below me, and why is that? Tell me why I'm not going to do that.
Because that's, well, one, you won't ever get in a quicksand.
No.
But
Two, the why. You don't know the why. No, you don't know. I'm about to explain. You don't know.
Okay.
The why
don't
I'll
know,
never
Steve.
place her above or below me, because the moment I do that, I'm placing a judgment on her.
Oh man.
Because if I place her above me, that's, oh my God, she's beautiful, she's good
Also,
looking.
whether the judgment is good or bad, it's still a judgment.
Yeah,
So meaning if I
there,
think
ding,
God
ding, ding,
damn it.
ding, 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 ding. Yes, Alabama.
Oh,
Yes. Because if I
Oh,
place her,
Steve, I ain't heard nobody talk
well,
about
because
that.
I'm showing you the
Oh,
game.
man.
So wait, let me.
Oh, man.
Hold on, wait. Let me
So
hold
it
on.
don't matter if.
Hold on. Let me hold on, guys. Let's put Steve here. All right. I don't place a woman above me or below me, because if I do that, gentlemen. Oh wait, let me see. I gotta make this thing shit. If I do that, then I'm placing a judgment on her. And the moment I place a judgment on the woman, then who has influence over me?
Damn, Steve.
Right. No, look.
We've been doing it wrong all these years.
Wait, hold on. So a judgment is going to be based off of the influence of a woman, not myself. So I'm not placing her above or below me, right? Okay?
Right.
I'm giving her the opportunity, the privilege to fuck with me. The end.
How do you get that? I know it takes time.
No, right, but
What's
no,
that
but
mindset,
no,
Steve?
but
you know where I'm at. I'm in Alabama. So we've always been taught, oh, think little of yourself.
no,
Put
but
others
I'm teaching you to
before
think bigger yourself. All you guys, I'm teaching you to think bigger yourself. Because I don't need her approval to feel whole, motherfucker. I am whole. I don't beg her to come into my world. See what I'm saying? I'm not trying to prove I'm worthy. I am worthy. The fuck you mean she's just a woman? Now, Alabama, like I said before, I'll be the first one to tell you. I'll be the first one to tell all you guys. If her pussy goes horizontal, then I'm going to go all out. If her pussy's horizontal, hey, goddamn it, Bama, I'm going to be shy, nervous, scared. I'm going to trick. I'm going to spend money. I'm going to deceive. I'm going to manipulate. I'm going to walk on eggshells. Man, I'm going to buy her dinners, steak dinners, lobster dinners, man. I'm going to trick if her pussy's horizontal. But last I checked, I ain't never meet no motherfucking woman with pussy horizontal. Maybe on the planet, but not here on Earth. Maybe on the planet, not here on Earth. So what I'm saying is that at the end of the day, because you're not rooting yourself, what you were doing when you were placing judgments, but your judgment was based off of her influence. Her influence, the moment you said how pretty, beautiful, and sexy she is, you then placed a judgment on her, whether it was a high one or a low one. Because guess what? People don't understand. A high judgment can turn into a low judgment. You want to know how that happens?
If they're not interested in you.
Right. No. Watch this. A high judgment can be like, oh my God, she's so pretty. She'll never like a guy like me. Oh my God, what am I gonna do? She's the one. Hey, how you doing? And she doesn't talk to me at all. Oh, you fucking bitch. You whore, you slut, you fucking modern bitch. You got what? About 50 million lays, and you're probably sleeping with the football in the back. See how, but watch this. It's still the influence of the woman, because now you're acting what? Emotional and effeminate like the woman, because you're getting mad and you're getting upset and you're allowing her to dictate how you move. So that's what I'm saying. So that's why we don't place her above us or below us. There is no above or below. Not in my world, but I will give you privilege to come into my world. And even if you're in my world, I'm still not going to place you higher. You can't be placed above me, but I'm never going to treat you like you're below me. I'm going to, hey, listen, I'm going to treat you as you are and nothing else. That's it.
So do you treat them, am I misunderstanding if I say I watch their actions or I treat them like I'm like they're me?
I don't watch their actions. I'm only focused on me and my actions. Okay. I'm sorry.
Am I treating them as if they are me?
No. You're treating them different. Okay.
Yeah.
Your need. Okay. Let's go. Guys, not AB. Alberta, scary. AL, Alabama. I know, not Canada. I know. Thank you, Scary Perry, my dog. Okay. So what I'm saying here, okay. No, 414. I didn't say anything about equality or equal. I'm not about that equality shit. Nobody comes in my world above or below me because they don't carry any weight in my world. I accept them. Hold on, let me explain something. I accept them as they are. You see what I'm saying? Hold on, let me answer this guy's question. 414. There's no equality. I'm going to accept them for what they are, 414. And I'm going to accept them for what they're not. And they don't know what they're not because they are the subtotal of every loser out there that doesn't care about themselves, every loser out there that has lied to them, manipulated them, and walked all over them. So I accept them as they are, okay? But getting back to you, Alabama. So, I lost my train of thought. Okay, so what were we talking about? We were talking about
do I treat them equal to me or as me?
No, okay. No. You're okay, Alabama. So here's the problem. Here's the problem. Because you're placing her above you, okay? Placing her above you creates, number one, we already talked about it, the judgments. It also created the outcome of what? Sex. Okay?
All right.
But it's also going to create other things. It's going to make you try to please her. You're going to either try to over-explain yourself. You're going to try to overshare information, or you're going to try to overdo things, okay? And when you are giving her everything, okay, there's no mystery left, motherfucker. You see what I'm saying?
True.
Right.
Yeah.
Because
that's what those YouTube guys say. You gotta
because, and this is why I'm drawing a clock right here. Why am I drawing a clock? Because she's already figured you out in the first 5 minutes. She's already figured you out in the first 5 minutes. And that kills the sexual drive and everything. So for me, I can speak to a woman, right? But I withhold information that she doesn't deserve yet because she's not proven she's worthy to get more information on me. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And what I'm saying is that I'm not running behind her. Everything is not revealed, okay? And not everything is up for grabs, meaning that she just can't get my dick just because she wants it, okay?
No, that's true.
The restraint, okay, my restraint of dick discipline, DD, could be diamond dick or dick discipline, creates more intrigue, mystery, and depth because she's going to more or less lead into my world wondering what's behind the smile. What's behind this guy? You see what I'm saying? Does that make any sense? So so watch Alabama. So what makes everything different is that I don't just smile at her. See, I always tell you, say the word ass. Say the word ass.
Yeah.
See that smile? Ass. You see that smile I have right there? It's ass. You know, when you say the word ass, you should smile. I mean, you say the word ass. I just can't, right. I'm smiling, right? I'm not cheesing. but I'm smiling, right? But that smile is not for looking at her ass. That smile is, I know something that she doesn't know, and I'm not going for the ass. She's going after my dick, and she doesn't know it. She doesn't know it.
Right.
Okay? Because when she looks at me, she's trying to figure me out. She doesn't know me because she's never met me before, because I am not sitting around trying to get her to like me. Because now watch this, Alabama. This is for you. We're chopping it up. See the thing is, Alabama, dick control is everything. It's everything. See, because you want pussy so bad, Bama, and that's cool. Not knocking for that, but because you want pussy so bad, okay? The problem is, big dog, is that you're worried about rejection or disapproval, okay? And what happens is that because you don't believe in yourself, your insecurities start to leak out, okay? Remember, women have, remember I told you, okay?
They can feel that. They can feel that.
Right. All right, for all you guys, okay? I always told you, women, and I don't want to blow their asses up, not blow them up, but blow up their ego and make them feel good. But every woman has emotional perfect pitch. And that means that when you talk to her, okay, the moment, let's say AL, not AB, AL, the moment AL, the moment AL talks to her, okay, that's you talking to her. Wait, let me bring this down. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Here we go. There you go. I have to keep shifting. Okay, I said before, women have emotional perfect pitch, okay? Now watch this, guys. The moment that Alabama or any of you guys talk to a woman, you're going through a filter and you don't even know it. And that filter is based off of her past, okay? Her past creates the filter, okay? And when you're talking to a woman, you're going through her filter where she can recognize femininity in you, soft, weak. She can recognize that you're not that guy. She can recognize that, you know what, that you don't have any sexual experience like that, like snapping your fingers.
All right.
Okay, that means when that woman sat next to you, what did you start talking to her about?
Dude, I said, she told me her name, it was Lizzie, and I was like, Lizzie McGuire. And then she turned her back a little bit, but she kept engaging
Wait a second.
a little.
My name is Lizzie. Oh, like, wait. And she's black, right?
That's what I said.
Wait, she's black, right?
Yeah.
And Lizzie McGuire is white, right?
No. She was white. She was white.
Oh, she was white. Okay, okay. So what I'm saying is, when you try to tell her about Lizzie McGuire versus tell her about you, what did her emotional perfect pitch pick up on? That you're not interesting, right?
Right.
So when I talk to her, because I have diamond dick, I'm composed. You see what I'm saying? I'm sharp.
Right.
But my sharpness never disappears. There is no, she can't recognize disapproval, rejection, hostility. She can't recognize anything bad in me because she's going to recognize that a woman doesn't faze me.
Right.
I'm magnetic. I'll draw her in because.
But that's the point I want to be at, Steve.
But you don't want it because you ain't learning the game. But you're not learning the game. You're not learning the game. You gotta learn the game. You gotta keep getting in this game. You can't be sitting on your ass. What I'm saying is that because of her emotional perfect pitch, she's gonna already recognize what you are, because had you locked into what I told you, the 1 to the 2 to the 3, right? Okay?
Right.
The 1 to the 2 to the 3, that she wouldn't recognize you because you would have been clear, concise, and transparent. And that is the one thing emotional perfect pitch can't see. A man that is clear, concise, and transparent.
So the emotional perfect pitch is the filter that the woman has.
Well, all women
And
have
us
it. All
being-
women have it.
Us follow-
I'm sorry.
Right.
No, I'm saying all women have it.
Right. And so me, Alabama, being clear, concise, and transparent.
Hold on, guys. That's a
will
question.
be
Wait,
like-
hold on. Time. Okay. HM or IM or LM. I guess it's an L. Wait, okay. Where he went wrong saying Lizzie McGuire, he should, okay. Instead of saying Lizzie McGuire, he should have said Steve, if that's his name.
Right.
If instead of saying Lizzie McGuire, he
Because I'm
should have
not
said my
thinking
name
about
is Bond, James Bond.
Right.
That's clear, concise, because remember, when you guys interact with women, and this is where y'all guys slip up all the time because y'all don't know women, when you run into them, they're going to ask a simple question. Who are you? What do you want? And why you? And your reply to those questions to her that she's asking is Lizzie McGuire? Is Lizzie McGuire?
That's true.
Does that make any sense?
No, it makes sense. I see what you're saying. Like, instead of me making it about anything else.
Well, but I've
So,
told you,
know what I was
but
doing.
I've told you to
What I
make
was
it
doing, I was
about
trying to
you.
be funny.
No, I didn't.
Right,
But
I'm
no.
trying to be funny. Right.
Look. Unless you're on tour and you're a comedian, please stop trying to be something that you're not. Because some women, okay, let me explain something to y'all guys that y'all might not understand about women. And I'll use Lizzie as an example, okay? Maybe all her life, and maybe in elementary school, right? Hey, Lizzie McGuire, Lizzie McGuire, Lizzie McGuire. Are you Lizzie McGuire? Hey, Lizzie McGuire, and just browbeating her with that fucking name. And now she's a grown adult talking to you, and she says, "My name is Lizzie." You gonna turn around? Hey, Lizzie McGuire. What the fuck? You break right? Because you don't know. You guys, y'all don't know. You don't know.
About you because she ain't never met you, or as you said, by me making it about me, she sees the unrecognizable version of herself.
Well, but you have to be the unrecognizable version. Marco, I got your question next, buddy. I got you. But does that make any sense?
No, 100%, Steve. It's just I see this is a lot of work.
But
it's more than
but that's why. Why do you think I tell you young men to just follow the program in which I'm giving you for free? Follow the 3 steps. Follow the 3 steps. And if you follow the 3 steps, you'll be fine.
Like I was telling you, that issue where it's like in my head, I was like, wait, that's not going to be enough to say. You follow what I'm saying?
That's what?
It's like part of, that's what I'm thinking. What's in my head is me just introducing myself.
And that's it. Hey, introducing yourself and saying, listen, hey, listen, my name, hey, listen, my name is Steve. And come a little closer. I don't bite. And we start talking.
Right.
And, and the reason I'm talking to you anyway is because you know what? I'm saying it's probably the kind of person I'd probably like to take out on a date sometime. That's why I'm talking to you. And I'm not going to talk to you for too long. And if you ever want to know why, I'll tell you on our date why. And then she'll, okay, we go on the date. Well, why did you want to cut the conversation short? Because I wanted to give everybody a chance before you decided to pick me. I was just say that shit. I would say that. Remember, I'm so fucking arrogant. I don't mind them talking to other guys. So that's why I always tell her. I started from the beginning of training her. Look, I don't want to talk to you for too long. And you know, I'd love to take you out for a date. And if you want to know why I want to shorten this thing, I'll tell you on our date. Because I want to give everybody a chance. Because once you and I start talking, their chances are gonna go away. It's all fucking arrogant, I think. Their chances are gonna go away. While we on our date, they're gonna chances gonna go away. And I'm gonna look at her then, and you know that from the first moment I started talking to you, you know all their chances went away. And she'll start calculating in her head, well, he's never asked me a question. He's looking dead at me. He's not bashful. He's not shy. And he's not calling me Lizzie fucking McGuire.
He's this nigga.
So does that make any sense?
It does, man. 100.
100%. So that's all we're saying, buddy, okay?
Yes, sir. Salute to you, Steve. Respect for the game, man.
No, it's all good, man. Great question. So if you have any other ones, just let me know, okay, my brother?
Yes, sir.
All
Yes,
right.
sir.
All right. Respect. Okay, guys, lines are open. Let me grab this question right here. So this gentleman here says, so if a woman says to me that I think I'm better than her, it's because I let myself into her world. Wait, she says to you, I think, wait. She says to me, I think I'm better than her. So she's saying to you, you think you're better than me? That's what you're saying, Marco? He's saying you think you're better than me? Marco, you have to call in. Okay, gentlemen, nobody understands what you're saying. So why don't you call in? And you, whatever your name, call in, buddy. Call in. And Ronaldo, you got him in to call in. I gotta kick you out of the room, dog. I gotta kick you out of the room. We can't have creepy motherfuckers in this room, dog. So but okay, here's my question then, if you're not gonna call in. What did you say to her to trigger that response, sir? No, don't worry about it, Brown. We got it. I'm not putting him on the clock. Oh, put Ronaldo on the clock. Yeah, if he doesn't call in a minute, get his ass out the room. He on some weird shit. So, Marco, what did you say to her? What did you say to her, Marco, that made her say what she said, sir? That's the question. That's the question, Marco. Waiting on you. Waiting on you. While we waiting on you, thank you, Kay. Appreciate the super chat. Thank you very much. Appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that. So how do you keep yourself so sharp about the game? Because I'm a student of the game. I'm game to fuck up, brother. I'm a student of the game. Okay? Yeah, so we're gonna let him, yeah. We gotta let him go. We can't have that motherfucker in here. But anyway, as I was saying before, waiting on you, Marco. Come on, Marco. What did you say to her? Gentlemen, I can't read minds here, so I hope Marco can just answer the question. Marco, what? What did you say, Marco? I'll be the only one to say it. This is why the aliens will not attack us. This is why they leave us alone. Because they'll let us, they know we're going to fuck ourselves over ourselves. They don't even need to do nothing. They're just going to sit back and wait. Marco, last time I'm going to ask you, what did you say or call in? Or I'm going to kick you the fuck out because you're holding up the show. I don't mind, gentlemen, I don't mind answering your questions. But if I have a question and you don't answer it, that means you're just asking some silly shit that never happened. Marco, put him on. Marco, you're on the clock. You're on the clock, Marco. You are on the clock. Gentlemen, I'm here to help you, right? I want to teach you. But if y'all guys, it sounds like Marco's asking a fucking question that doesn't even happen because he doesn't have 30 seconds, Marco. You got to get the fuck out of this room, dog. Yeah, I'm going to go and let you out, Marco. This ain't for you, buddy. I'm going to find, I got him. I'll get him out. Give me the honors of letting him out the room, dog. This motherfucker fake, dog. I can't stand fake people. What I don't understand is, why would you ask a question and make it up? Will y'all please ask questions that are really real and not made up because I want to help you? Yeah, I don't understand, Perry. Why make up hypothetical questions when you're not living that life? It's crazy why y'all guys make shit up and y'all don't even have women. Well, what if a woman does this? Motherfucker, do you even have a woman? No. Then why are you asking the question? Oh, no. I just wanted to know. Then how is that going to help you? I'll continue, guys. Lines are open. If you got a question, please put a queue. Lines are open. But as I was saying, guys, we're not going to be on too long, but we just wanted to break some of this down to you guys out there. But also, gentlemen, the thing about this, okay, see, the one thing that you have to change is the way you see yourself, right? Okay? Because when you don't see yourself the right way and you're not rooted in what you are, gentlemen, you will always lower your standards to try to win favor of the woman. You will use your money, your clothes, and your status as a bargaining chip to try to get her to change her mind and want to be, sleep, or spend time with you. What I'm saying to all you guys out here, you gotta stop lowering your standards. But the thing is, for many of you guys, y'all don't have any standards, so there's nothing lowered. So she just does whatever she wants to do. Gentlemen, y'all learn the game. One thought, one mind, one way. Your standards are non-negotiable. You know who you are, what you bring, and what you expect. And you don't fear walking away from anybody. Let people go and keep it moving and pushing. And don't look back. Okay? And that's what we're talking about. And thank you, 90 likes. I appreciate you guys out there. Thank you, 90. But because you guys are always looking at the outcome, y'all are always out maneuvering and out thinking yourselves by saying things like, you know what? This is my only chance. What am I going to do? I'm so close. I don't want to mess this up. What am I going to say? You see what I'm saying? And for many of you guys out here, this is why y'all chase after women. This is why you overcommit to women. And this is why you act desperate at the end of the day because of who you are and what you stand for. But gentlemen, when you're the guy, okay, remember, when you lock in, okay, when you have game, gentlemen, when you have game, you move with abundance. Let me grab this question right here from Eon. Let me see what he's saying. He says, when a man has game, all right, right there. Okay. I'm going to read this, but this is where you're failing. I'll get you in 1 second, Eon. Hold on 1 second. 2-1. What's your name? What's your question, sir?
Hello, Steve. My name is Aziz, and I'm from Tunisia, Africa.
Okay, what's going on? How can I help you, buddy?
Okay, I got a question. The question is, is it a good thing to, like, when I'm at a coffee shop and I want to approach a woman, so do I leave it when I'm going out of the coffee shop, or sometimes like we spend like 2 or 3 hours in the coffee shop, so I don't know if it is a better way to do it the moment I think about it.
To do what? What are you talking about? To do what? To do what?
To approach. To do the ABC.
You want to know why you're having a hard time doing the ABCs like all you guys?
Why?
I don't understand you guys. I don't understand you humans.
No, Steve. The question is about
I'm going to answer the question if you just be patient. What's going on with you guys? I'll put a G right here. He's asking me when is the right time. What you're saying? When's the right time to approach her? Yes.
Yes, right.
Right. When is the right time to approach a woman who is already fucking influencing your goddamn thoughts, dumbass?
Fuck.
Come on, man. Come on. Hold on a second. You're going to be on the clock after he gets off, or I'm going to kick you out because we can't have children in here. We cannot have kids in here. And you are like 16 years old. You got to get the fuck out of here. So I'll put him on the clock, but we can't have kids in this motherfucker, dog. Now, let me get back to you, dog. Listen to me. Why is it when you guys do everything, you base it off of a woman and not just do it for yourself? Can you explain it to me, please?
Okay, but it is about me.
No, it's not. You're saying, should I do the... You saying, should I versus just do it? Because you're letting the woman influence your decisions, which means your decision is based off of a fucking woman, man. When you brush your teeth, do you not just go and brush your teeth?
Yes, without thinking.
Huh?
Yes.
Without thinking what, sir?
Yes, without thinking about it. Like the moment you think about brushing your teeth.
Yeah, so when you go brush your teeth, you want to brush your teeth, right? You go brush your teeth. Am I correct?
Yes.
So who has the influence in that scenario? Who has that influence in that scenario?
No one but me.
Well, then, right. If no one but you has the influence, then what am I saying to you that you're not picking up on?
Yes, but I think
no, but you think this is not thinking. This is simple. You're thinking way too much. You're thinking way too much. And excuse me one second. Hold on one second, gentlemen. I want to show y'all something. All you guys out here, I want to show y'all something. Do y'all see why people don't win with women? Not you, caller. Not you. Talking about this, guys. I want y'all to, I want y'all to see this. It's crazy to me how this person should be asking for help, but he's judging me. So we'll go ahead and let you go, buddy. No, Book, you're next on the clock. When I'm getting done with him, you better call in because you're getting the fuck out. You're a kid. I can't talk to children. You're talking like a fucking kid, and I can't have no little fucking snot no kid in my room, dog. You gotta get the fuck out. You're gonna either call in or get the fuck out. And I think you might as well leave because you ain't gonna call in. You might as well get the fuck out now. Now back to you, caller. Your influence is based off of a woman. That's why you're not doing it, because you're influenced by a woman and not yourself. Meaning that when you walk in that coffee shop, you should be talking to the woman the moment you see her, man. Why are you waiting?
Okay.
No, okay is not an answer. Why are you waiting?
I see it.
No. Why are you waiting?
Thinking about the best moment, like to not make it awkward. But
wait a second. Wait. Please tell me when's the best moment? I didn't know there was such a thing. When's the best moment? I didn't know there was such a thing. Do you conjure it up? Do you put money in a slot machine? How do we conjure up the best moment?
I thought to not make it awkward.
How do we conjure up the best moment?
Nobody knows.
No. You just wait. You just said you wait for the best moment. I'm asking you, how do you conjure up the best moment? You said it.
Okay, I thought the best moment to not make it awkward to.
But you already okay. Wait. Think about what I'm saying. Oh my God, there is a hamburger in front of me, but you know what? I'm gonna wait for the best moment to eat it.
Okay.
Oh wait, hold on, Carl. I'm still waiting for the best moment because I'm trying to figure out when that is. I'm trying to figure out when the best moment is.
You're right.
This is not about right or wrong, man. It's about what is, man. Come on.
Yes, but I'm still thinking more deeply into those things. So I really appreciate your answer.
All right, buddy. Well, you're done. We'll throw you back in, okay, buddy?
Okay, thank you.
I respect to you. Yeah. So, guys, got a question? Please put a Q. Let me grab some of the questions. Y'all have a Q in. E-Dog. Okay, so E, let me get back to you, buddy. This is where you're failing. This is your fail. It's like me saying, when I become a doctor, when I become a lawyer, if I become a doctor, if I become a lawyer, if I become a dentist, if I become a truck driver, if I become a garbage man, if I become a cashier, okay? You've already failed with the question because you're looking for validation in what you're asking for, big dog. And the question is, it's already failed. When a man has game, why do you care? You don't have game, so why do you care what a man has, right? Does he learn the motivation? I don't know. Does he? I don't know. Does it? And I'm not being a dick here. Eon, I guess your name is. I'm not being a dick here. I'm just trying to get you to think of why you fail. Instead of saying, okay, instead of saying when a man, well, I need to learn the game so I can learn to see how to motivate myself. But if you're asking, does it motivate you? I can't I can't answer that question because I don't know what kind of a student are you? I don't know what kind of student are you. I don't know if you have drive or discipline. I don't know if you want to win. I don't know if you make excuses or anything like that. I just don't know. Okay? And another thing, hold on, excuse me. Fuck you. How about that? If you don't understand the correlation, then fuck you. How about that? I don't give a fuck what you think. Fuck out of here. Kick that bitch out. Don't kick him out. Keep that bitch in the room. Keep that bitch in the room while I keep talking. But what I'm saying to you, big dog, at the end of the day, instead of asking what it's like, why don't you learn what it's like, buddy, okay? Learn what it's like, okay? All right? Okay? Well, wait a second. Wait. Okay, wait a second. If I need therapy and you're in here listening to me, then what the fuck do you need? Y'all, wait, let's look at this, guys. Look at this, guys. He's telling me to get therapy. So if I need therapy and you're in this motherfucker listening to me, then how fucked up are you? My point. Fuck out of here, because you ain't gonna call in. Get the fuck out the room. So anyway, as I was saying before, let me get to the next question real quick. Next question. Let's see here. Getting your question. Hope I'm able to answer your question, E. This guy says, how do I stay in control without seeming controlling? Like if I suggest things, but she always agrees, is that a real relationship or just my friend. You're saying, okay, all right, you gotta tell me what you okay, I need a little more, buddy, because we can't read your mind. What are you suggesting that she's agreeing to? Give me an idea of something she's suggesting that you agree to. Okay? Give me an idea, please, of what you're suggesting, please. Because this is not, well, it kind of makes sense, everybody, but this might not be good, buddy. Okay, so before I say it, guys, do y'all see what's wrong with what he's, do y'all see the problem? Does anybody see the problem? Give the class I'll give you a minute to try to tell me what the problem is. What is the problem? What is the problem? Now listen, she's agreeing, but guys, her agreeing is the problem. So why is her agreeing? Dog, I got you, big guy, but I want to see if the chat room gets it. Her agreeing to you is the problem. Her agreeing to you is a huge problem. Can anybody guess why her agreeing with him is a huge problem? Does anybody know? No, Dub, she's not leading because he's setting up. He's saying that let's go out on a date, and she's agreeing. No, not questioning leadership. No, not questioning itself. Not trusting itself. No. Keep going, guys. Good try. Just keep trying. I'm going to show y'all this. It's deep, dog. It's deep. It's deep. All right. Now, the closest. Okay. You're the closest, but you're the closest. But you're not hitting it, but you're the closest. So, hey, where you at, buddy? Let me get back to you. All right, let me show you what the problem is. Why is she agreeing on the dates? Why isn't she trying to set up the fucking? Why isn't she trying to set up the sex? Or why aren't you setting up the sex? If she's agreeing on the dates, then she ain't giving you no pussy. So, of course, a woman's going to agree and keep going out on your fucking dime and eat your fucking food. But when it comes to where is the fucking? Where is the sucking? Why are we going out on dates? We're going to come back to my place and we going to fuck. You see what I'm saying, guys? That's the problem. She running game on you, son. Look. If all you're doing, and when I asked him, because I asked him first, his answer was, this is his answer. Y'all see his answer right there? Dates, etc. Where's the fucking and the sucking at? No, did he? Where is it at, buddy? Because some women are just, look, they're smarter. Okay, we can go out on dates all you want. Yes, I agree. Because she knows you ain't going to ask for the thing you really want. So she's going to hold you at bay by just going out with you. Right, Too Real. He thinks he's in control, but she's running the game because, let me show y'all guys real quick. So this guy thinks, okay, so, what's his name? What was his name? I think it's AA. All right. And watch it. This is what's going on. Let's go out to dinner. Yes. Let's go hang out. Yes. Let's go out to eat again. Yes. Hey, there's a movie I want to go see. You want to go see it? Yes. Hey, you know what? I'm going to the grocery store. You want to come with me? Yes. But he ain't asking for anything dealing with pussy and fucking. And that's how she got you. See, she doesn't mind saying yes to you, buddy. She doesn't mind agreeing with you because your ask is a light ask. You're not asking for the ass. Y'all see how I did that? You're not asking for the ass. You're asking for Hey, let's walk. Hey, Coleman, let's go hang out. Let's go get some coffee. Hey, I got an idea. There's something going on at the park. Let's go sit. Am I undefeated? Am I undefeated? Am I? Guys, hey, guys, I swear I don't know this guy from a can of paint. I know y'all like, Steve, how did you know, Steve? Because I got the game. See, I was right. I was right. Yes, Stoney. Non-threatening things mean yes, we can do it. I know, damn, Dub. Dub, I'm cold, man. I'm egged up. I'm cold. I'm cold with this game. And look at what she's saying. See? Hey, and I think that was T. Whatever your name was, you were actually, I'll give you more credit because you said she was using him. Yes, I'll have to give you an A+ because you were the closest one. But do you see what I'm saying? No. Don't even get married. Look, if a woman is dangling her pussy in front of you trying to force the ring, motherfucker, she's not worth it. I would not give her dick or bubble gum. Do not fall for that. Because, see, unfortunately, he's under the impression that women don't mind going on dates and taking your food and your money. You see what I'm saying? At all, they don't mind this. And when they know that you are gullible, no offense, big guy, but they know you're gullible. They know you're naive. They know you're disillusioned. So you're making her special. And you're accepting all the pussy crumbs she's giving you without giving you any pussy at all, buddy. We can't move that way. We can't, right. A mark. Yes. A mark. That's terrible. We gotta move better than that, gentlemen, okay? But young man, I can't tell you what to do and what not to do because you're your own man. I just hope that you can read the signs by letting her know that there's not going to be a marriage. Okay? All right? Okay? All right, that's what I'm saying. All right? Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to, wait, hold on. I'm going to have to ask you to call in because I don't believe you. I don't believe you. You're going to have to call in. You're going to have to call in. I'm going to give you a minute because I don't believe you, number one. And I believe that you are under the age of 17. So you're going to have to call in, buddy. Because people don't talk that way. I got him, Mr. Brown. People don't talk that way. Or Mr. Brown, yeah, it's been a while. You got it, Brown. Put him on the clock a minute. So you got a minute to call in, buddy, or not. We got to let you go, buddy. We can't have any kids in this room. But while you got him on the clock, I'll talk to this guy. But get him on the clock. If he doesn't call in, get him out. Okay. No. Wait. What are you supposed to do? No. Let me tell you something. You have got to be your own man and figure out what you need to do. I cannot tell you what to do, buddy. I can't tell you what to do with her. And I'll tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. See, if I told you what to do and you did it, you would be mad at me for losing her. And you would blame me. You would say, well, I really loved her and I should have never listened to Steve because now I lost her forever. Steve, it's all your fault. I can't tell you what to do, dog, because you ain't ready to do that. You're not ready. Okay, let me explain something to you. Okay? All right, let me tell you something. Let me teach y'all something, okay? So at the end of the day, I'm saying that, and this is why. If you had the game, she would have already been gone the moment she talked about no sex before marriage. But because you didn't have any game, she trained you like a puppy dog. So you're in it now, dog. You can't look. Everybody can't be a man, AA, and I appreciate you, brother, but you just gonna have to wait till marriage, dog. She's got you, dog. You're already caught. Yeah, you're right. She has you, man. Yeah. Hey, I'm serious. That's I'm not trying to make him feel bad. But sometimes in our life, we got to realize that there's no escaping when a woman has you in her clutches. You can't go. You can't win. And because you can't win, this is not going to help you, okay? This is not going to help. You can't listen. It'll be great for you to go cold turkey, but you're not built that way, buddy. So you just got to stick with her. You can't leave. You're not strong. Because let me tell you something. If you were strong enough to leave, you would have been gone. You would have been gone a long time ago. The moment she said the word marriage and you got to wait was the day you said goodbye. But you're not built like that, and it's okay. Everybody's not built to be a man, so it's okay, okay? I just want to let you know. So it's not you. It's not you, okay? It's not you. So it's very important that you understand that, okay? So as I said before, I always try to tell you guys at the end of the day, the game is not for everybody. But last round of questions, because we're about to wrap this up, guys. We're about to wrap this up, okay? So, gentlemen, if y'all need to get at us, y'all know how to get at us. The Man Mindset at gmail.com to go ahead and get your pathway started and everything. And we'll move from that point. But other than that, young man, it's not going to change. It's not going to help you, dog. You're going to have to stay in the long haul, dog. I can't lie to you. You're not built to leave. You're not built to go. Because you would have been gone already. You don't understand. She running you like it's for the rest of your life. She's going to dictate when you have sex, when you get in trouble and everything. So I just want to make sure you get it, okay? No, you're not a man of free. Okay, young man, you're not okay, look. Don't leave her. Okay, I want you to understand this. Don't leave her. Okay? Don't. I'm dead serious. Don't do it. I'm telling you, don't do it. I'm being dead ass serious. You do what you want. Hey, you can never say I told you to leave her. I am telling you, don't. You're not built for this shit, dog. You're not built. Listen, if you were this guy that you're saying right here, she would have been gone already. She's not. You're not going anywhere. Don't leave her. Just stay in there. Don't leave her. Don't leave her. Stay in there. Just stay in there. You're good. You're good, okay? Stay in there. You're good. Don't change. Just let her run you, and you'll be fine, okay? Guys, last round of questions. If I have one. Last round of questions before we wrap this up, guys. Last round of questions. No, Clouds. He can't talk to Clouds. He can't handle the one he's got. He can't talk to other women, dog. Y'all saw he's getting drugged through the coals, man. He's not the guy, dog. If you can't handle one, how you gonna talk to another one? He's not the guy. He's not the guy. Okay? All right? No, she's not following his lead. She's not. Anyway, last round of questions before we wrap this up, gentlemen. Last round of questions. What y'all got? Let me know. All right, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up, guys. Had a great show today, guys. Got out a lot of information. If you guys have any other questions, go ahead and hit us up at the Man Mindset, and we'll go from there, and we'll move from there. Okay. So let's go forward. Let's move. Let's grow, and let's get it, man. Okay. So we out, and we'll see y'all with tomorrow with Dana, and we'll do a little bit of game time tomorrow. Okay, guys? We'll see y'all later. Peace.